All right, Simply Bitcoin. We break down the news from Twitter, the Daily Fail, meme review, software releases, the websites by plebes. Drop us a like, subscribe. We're going to the numbers. Let's do this. All right, at the time of this recording, the block height is 680,332,000. Current Bitcoin price 50,490. Chain rewrite days 671. Total lightning capacity 1,204.63. Bitcoin versus gold market cap 8.14, and sats per dollar. Ugh. Getting close to 2K. I don't like that. 1,981 sats per dollar. Wow.
Man, all I could say, there's always a silver lining, cheaper sats. But
Oh yeah,
Phil,
of course. I stacked this morning again.
There is also some good news. The hash rate has started to recover now.
Uh-oh.
It's starting to climb back up.
Uh-oh.
So that was very positive. When I saw that, I did get a smile on my face because now I know. I think things are going to be okay. But things are always going to be okay. But dude, man, no, it doesn't matter how long you've been in this, bro.
People are watching you rationalize this right now.
No, dude,
like they're watching you try to rationalize.
No matter how long,
but now I'm not.
No matter how long you've been in this, bro, listen, a crash is still a crash. And you're still like, oh, that sucks.
Awesome.
You know what I'm saying? Or am I the only one?
No. I totally get what you're saying, but it's just funny, right? Like I'll do the same type of thing where, you know, it's like you're sitting there and you're not explaining it to other people. You're really convincing yourself. You know, like that's what's really happening.
That's what I just did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Okay. Anyways, Phil, it's time for
the Daily Fail. The Daily Fail. I'm gonna do my best to explain this. Okay, everybody knows CSW, giant freaking scam, always makes up shit. Okay, so here we go. This is the latest and greatest. Okay, and we got a little bit of background. Okay, so shout out to WizSec Bitcoin Research or at Wiz Security. Here we go. A short story. So essentially, CSW claimed, okay, that there was security footage that was that was destroyed in a data center breach, but at the same time, unfortunately for him, he also claimed that it was destroyed at his personal at his personal recorder. So the story kind of changes. Anyways, let's take a look at it. All right. So here we go. This guy, Ronnie, sorry for being the messenger, but this just popped on Twitter about ADT, okay? Specifically ADT UK. Who stated data center? The issue is my lost videos, not the companies. There is no claim that the data center was down. Okay, fair enough. But then, on the time that the break-in occurred and someone installed the pineapple in my house. Fuck is a pineapple? Anyways, while we don't hear, ADT, the security firm, had a data center failure and lost all the records. Well, wait a second. That doesn't make any sense. If we flip right back, who stated data center? Pretty sure you did, bud. All right, so look, CSW totally caught in another lie, okay? And here we go from our buddy, Arthur Van Pelt, at My Legacy Kit. Check him out for all the CSW stuff. Here we go. I'm sure at Simon Cohen 85 has a reasonable explanation for this, right, Simon? And here we go. It's a message from CSW. On the time that the break-in occurred and someone installed the pineapple in my house while we won't hear. Okay, so it's the same message once more, right? But now it's being covered by Arthur, because Arthur essentially dropped the story for us about ADT UK, essentially asking for a comment from ADT UK about the data breach. And what gets really worse about all this is that ADT UK responded and explained that they never had a data breach. They never lost any of those records. Pretty sure those records aren't real. Pretty sure he's full of shit. I'm pretty sure he just got busted again. So anyways, but there's a huge, there's a totally funny side thread to this from, I think, Gregory Maxwell on Reddit about the Pineapple Wi-Fi device, and everybody's totally cracking up about this because it supposedly has no Ethernet ports, which kind of begs the question of how he claims to have a wired connection. he always talks about having wired connections, but yet he claims to have a pineapple, which also claims to not have any wired connection. Anyways, we're totally getting lost in CSW's lies, and before you know it, we are going to be just completely insane also. So yeah, so that's what happened there.
Dude, what a story, man. And look, again, like, it's like, man, the cryptographically signed addresses that Craig, supposedly owns, that wasn't enough proof. If this isn't enough proof, there's just more proof just comes to light every day. And bro, just the plebs, man, the plebs just keep exposing that, and my legacy kit just being one of them, bro. It's just awesome to see, bro. CSW, and man, he even quit Twitter because of how much hate he was getting, bro. But man, I was talking to the Space Cat, and I think we could all say, and maybe Phil, you agree with this, man. I think CSW's walls are closing in.
Yep.
What would you say to that?
Yes, I think that. Look, I'd like to say that in the next 6 months to a year, we're not really talking about him anymore.
Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, man, you gotta love the Cyber Hornets, bro. Anyways, Phil, it's time for
the Daily Meme Review.
All right, everybody. The meme for today is brought to us by Stefan Chow. Definitely a plebe. But let's check it out. Let's check out the meme. It's like an artistic meme. I guess these are the rats. That looks like a honey badger. Oh, these are sheep, and they're all falling. And this one's like, nah, excuse me. Bitcoin is the black sheep. Wow. Deeper than I thought. I didn't notice all that sheep stuff in the beginning. So because of that, I'm going to kind of give it, because it was a black sheep, I'm going to kind of give it a combo that you'd never eat together. Or maybe you would. An orange and a banana. Would you eat those together?
It's kind of weird.
Maybe in a smoothie, but you wouldn't individually eat them together. Like, you wouldn't eat a banana and an orange at the same time, but you would have them mixed together in a smoothie.
Yeah, you would. I don't know, though. I just don't feel like I've had so many orange banana smoothies. I don't know.
I have to look into it.
Score, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's an excellent score, right? Again, you were talking about, the meme, right? The Bitcoin is the black sheep, right? Going against the herd. Hey, going against the herd, orange banana smoothie.
Boom. All
right. So now that we overanalyzed your meme, you know what? You went first again. I was supposed to go first. Doesn't matter. I'll go first next time. But I am going with, I really liked it. I'm going with the staple gun.
Oh, dude.
Right? That meme is going to get stuck forever. I'm going to staple gun
it. Orange banana staple gun. Awesome scores. They just keep getting better. But anyways, Phil, it's time for
the Daily News, sponsored by Crypto Cloaks.
All right, everybody. Look, following up Phil's fail, right? Check this out. We've been talking about the lunacy of the UK courts, right? Because the UK courts apparently have very favorable libel laws to the person suing the person, right? So it's like, it's not proving your what is it, Phil? Proving your innocence before proving guilty?
That sounds about right. Innocent before being proven guilty?
Yeah, so you're innocent before proving guilty. The libel laws in the UK, it looks like you're guilty, and then you have to prove your innocence, right? So it's kind of BS, but anyways, moving on to the article. According to a Reuters report, London's High Court will allow right to serve a copyright lawsuit against the publisher of Bitcoin.org. There's a continuation of, Craig essentially going after the people that are hosting the Bitcoin white paper. Of course, the Bitcoin community reacted against that, and Jack Dorsey's COPA, it actually is suing Craig Wright himself, but it looks like Craig isn't backing down. And check out this tweet by Cobra, essentially saying, look, you're wrong if you think you can bully me, you creepy loser. I agree with that statement. Yep. If I have to give up my, Phil, how do I say that word? Thank you. To defend Satoshi's white paper, arguably the most important paper of the 21st century, then so be it. Okay, pretty cool response. But the article points out to say, of course, the last paragraph, the move is largely procedural and does not settle any questions around the origin of the Bitcoin white paper, which is the subject of the claim of which and which Wright claims to have written. And as we just showed you proof, another piece of proof with Phil's Daily Fail. Fake Satoshi. Anyways,
he's never winning. He's not winning. This guy is such a putz. It's so sad, and he just keeps doing it. And Calvin Ayre, these guys, they're just scumbags. They're just absolute scumbags, and they continue to con people, and it's just so pitiful. It really is. But hopefully, it comes to an end soon.
And let's see what happens. But it's good that there's Bitcoiners that are fighting that, right? Whether it's Jack Dorsey's Copa or Cobra fighting himself, and of course the Space Cat, they're all fighting this guy, and so CSW doesn't have facts on his side. And
everybody who posted the Bitcoin white paper, right? Everybody who's hosting the Bitcoin white paper on their site. Good luck. Good luck suing everybody, bud. I hope you got plenty of cash, which I don't think you do, holding those BSV bags.
Oh my God, bro.
Once they figure out what BSV is really used for, then it's going to be real interesting how those bags get a lot smaller.
It's game over. But anyways, Phil, moving on to the next piece of news. Check this out. Check how sketchy this is. The government just doing sketchy things. The U.S. Marshal Service has just given BitGo doesn't put commas in there, but a $4.5 million contract. Doesn't specify what that contract is for. But check how sketchy this is, Phil. Not too long ago, the US government fined BitGo for $98,000 to settle its liability after individuals located in the sanctioned regions of Crimea, Cuba, Iran, Sudan, Syria. So it's like Bitcoin wasn't complying with the whole KYC stuff, and now it looks like the government is using them? That looks awfully suspicious to me. I don't know about that. Looks kind of sketch. What would you say, Phil?
Yeah, man, looks very sketch. What's up with that? Maybe when they went, but you know what? It's like they started looking into them and realized, hey, you know what? Maybe these people could be useful to us.
Maybe they signed a deal, and that's why they paid such a low fine.
That's a good point. Maybe they signed a deal.
Dude, sketch. The government continues doing sketchy things, and this is why we Bitcoin. But anyways, moving on to the last segment, Phil, check this out. Bitcoin peer-to-peer trading in Nigeria rises 27% since central bank's ban. I wish I was wearing the I told you so sweater. And I wish Phil was wearing an I told you so sweater, because we told you so not too long ago that as soon as you ban Bitcoin, guess what happens to the peer-to-peer volume in that said country? Just goes through the roof, right? You can't stopping this. Shutting down Bitcoin would be like shutting down the internet. And that's what governments haven't come to terms with. But anyways, gonna quote the article. Months after the Central Bank of Nigeria released a letter banning regulated institutions from dealing with Bitcoin in February, there has been a 27% increase in peer-to-peer Bitcoin trading in the country, according to data analytics platform. There's a funny name, Useful Tulips. But yeah, man, look, just goes to show, dude, when you allow, when a government isn't tyrannical and it allows the people to choose the money they want, allows the free market to choose the money they want, clearly they're choosing Bitcoin, especially in countries that have high inflation. And Nigeria definitely is one of those countries, right? So people just want to, people want to put food on the table. They want to feel like they they're not going to run out of money the next day, right? So they put their money in Bitcoin because they know it's safer than whatever they have, So, oh man,
they were already at 32% of all Bitcoin transactions. right? Like, if I'm not mistaken, they were like the highest, they were nominated, or they were found to be the place that had the highest amount of Bitcoin transactions, and it rose 27%.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. You're right. It was 30% of the population. You're completely right. 30% of the population was said to have had Bitcoin, but that was before this article. Exactly what you said, Phil.
Oh my gosh. I mean, come on. You know, look, we saw these growing pains with other technologies, but, you know, Bitcoin, because of what it is, it touches us in such a different way, right? Because money is something that we, you know, value is something, our time, value, money, those three things are very important to us. And, you know, is something that we are constantly dealing with at any given moment. You know, whether people want to really accept it, realize it, or not. And so because of that, you know, there is going to be the massive struggle on the way up, you know, but they can fight all they want. It doesn't matter.
Amen, dude. Well said. Makes me so freaking bullish. Bitcoin is taking over.
Buy some cheap corn.
Yep, let's go buy some corn. Not even gonna say anything. Anyways, Phil, there was a software release today. Why don't you tell everybody about it?
Software releases. All right, we've got Umbrel version 0.3.9 that was released, and that is down below in the show notes.
Awesome. Thank you, Phil. All right, guys, that was our show. You know what to do. If you enjoyed that episode, don't forget to smash that like button. Smash it. Yeah. And of course, if you want to continue hearing the news from the Bitcoin perspective and the catastrophic fiat fails and shitcoin fails, definitely consider subscribing. And we will see you tomorrow for another episode of Simply Bitcoin.